Alright, what's up guys? So, Avontax has uploaded this is a different, best, or not best, but like moments video. But, yeah, Nardwuar, most heated interviews. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I saw this and I'm like, fam, how does Nardwuar have any heated moments? Like, what happened in them? Because I watch, like, clips and stuff of, Nardwuar's interviews. But, yeah, it's like I've never seen a clip or a video of where somebody was like acting weird. I think, or acting like getting all heated up and things. I just remember the one where Travis Scott, when I think that one became a whole meme, but I think, yeah, Nardwuar had asked him like, how do you keep your pants up? And Travis Scott was just all like, belt, and then he just left it as that. I don't know if that might be in here. I don't know. But yeah, it's something where I'm like, if that's I'm like, maybe they were joking, maybe they weren't. I don't know. I know sometimes, like, yeah, people ain't really the interview type. But, yeah, and it could just be a weird thing. But regardless, let's go ahead and check out this video. Make sure if you guys haven't, though, go subscribe to Avontax for more videos like this. And with that being said,
Nardwuar made over 2,000 interviews over the last 35 years of his career. However, some of these interviews went horribly wrong because many people misunderstood his personality, starting with one of the most heated interviews with the band Sonic Youth. The video begins with a lot of uncooperative and sarcastic answers, with the band members showing to Nardwuar that they don't take him serious.
Is Sonic Youth a logical extension of Yes, Gentle Giant, and King Crimson?
Yes.
Get fucked! Why did you start a band when did you start the band?
I didn't start the band.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The band started me.
In classic Nardwuar style, he tries to continue the interview, but things only get worse when they start stealing his questions and began making fun of him.
Oh no, hey, we're not finished here. We're damn well finished. Don't take the card! Don't take the card! No, you can't take the card! Don't take the card!
that's crazy. Shout out to Nardwuar, like, you know, for keeping it professional. I know there's probably been some times he's like, I should have swung on them. But yeah, it's like, you know, he trying to keep things professional, have a good rep. And he does, you know, it's like because I'm saying Nardwuar approaches me and he wants to interview me. I'm like, you best believe I am going to take that chance. I'm like, nah, I don't know what I could have possibly done to deserve a Nardwuar interview. But yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, oh, you best believe it. I am going to be happy about that. But yeah, that's just weird on their part. It's like he ain't did or say anything to you guys, and it's like, yeah, it's just. But I guarantee, and I promise you, let that happen today. Like, I don't know where this band is currently at right now. I really don't follow them, but yeah, maybe they are still famous to this day, and they don't need no interviews. Maybe they're not, but I guarantee, and I promise you, I feel like it would be different today than back then, where it's like, you know, people probably didn't really know him like that. So, but anyways.
To diffuse the tension, Nardwuar then gives the band a vinyl of their songs as a gift, to honor them and show respect. But unfortunately, the interview turned even worse after that.
Hey, come on, prison. Hey, be careful. Hey, pal, that's on the Estrus Plus Club from Bellingham, Washington. Dave Kreider, Estrus Records, Prison Shake from Cleveland. Hey, you cannot do.
And after a few more moments, the band even began to physically harass Nardwuar.
I have something to show you. No, I want to show him. I want to show him. I want to show
Yeah,
him.
those guys.
Oh my God! You fucking piece of shit! You broke it! I was a present for you! Oh my God, what did you break? That was a present!
But this outrageous behavior ended up having long-term negative consequences for the band, because it didn't resonate well with many fans.
Yeah.
Little did they know his career would be longer than theirs. 80s bands tried so hard to be cool. Really sad seeing Nardwuar being so disrespected and
Yeah, that's
hated
crazy.
on. However, 10 years later, Nardwuar confronted the band again for their past behavior.
Thurston Moore of Sonic Youth.
I would never. It's something where it's like, I don't know, maybe he might have some security, or yeah, it's just overall like his name got a little bit bigger, so maybe they might have been respectful, or he just went to overall see if they are going to be respectful. But if not, Yeah, that's something where I'm like, I don't know. He's better than me. I wouldn't have given him no second chance. I'm like, no, I would have allowed that clip to go as viral as it possibly could, or video. And yeah, I'm all like, whatever damage happens to your career, I'm like, that's what happens when you do stuff to people and they ain't even deserve it. It's like y'all acting weird towards him, and it's like, for what? What did he do to you? So, anyways,
what the hell happened the first time I talked to you in 1991? What the hell happened there?
You mean we've met before?
Yes, we have, and I have documented proof of that.
However,
I've never heard Nardwuar cuss before. That's like, to me, I'm like, hearing him cuss, I'm like, dang, it's like, it makes me think of the first time I remember I heard my grandfather cuss. I'm like, may that man rest in peace. But yeah, I remember I heard that man get upset and start cussing one time. I was like, oh, he's actually upset. Like, it's, that's a real thing. So I'm like, nah, that's kind of different. I'm like, I ain't never seen that before, you know. But it's like, yeah, we all got that one friend, family, or just somebody that we know where it's all like they don't really be cussing like that. That it's like you hear them cussing, it's like, dang, they know that word? I'm like, huh, wow, all right. But anyway,
the next Nardwuar interview somehow turned even worse when he interviewed the band Blur 17 years ago.
Who are you?
My name's Damon Albarn. Who are you?
I am Nardwuar, the Human Serviette. Damon, who do you have with you?
Why?
The interview is tense right from the start, as Dave Rowntree, the band's drummer, immediately grabs Nardwuar's interview questions from his hand and tosses them aside. He then begins pushing and intimidating Nardwuar while the other band members cheer him on.
it's like,
would it be
for
okay
what,
to stand
though?
over there? Come on. How?
Right there and ask your question.
That's crazy.
It's gonna be fine.
Okay, I'll just. Okay.
We're all gonna be fine.
Oh.
I feel like Nardwuar got a bunch of like people in the just overall in the industry and in the world where if they would have been there, I think that them interviews would be a lot. Any interviews that's gonna be talked about in this video, I guarantee and I promise you it would be extremely different. Because even if I'm there, whether it's like as friend, security, whatever, even as friend, I am going to be security. I'm like, nah, bro, don't put your hands on him. He ain't did nothing to you. It's like, back off, bro.
Dave escalates things further by taking Nardwuar's hat and throwing it on the ground.
Don't worry about it, mate.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Okay, as long as we got that on tape.
This was especially disrespectful considering the hat was a gift from his deceased mother. Although
wow.
the interview went on, it kept getting worse as the band ignored all the questions. As Nardwuar makes an effort to continue the interview and get on Dave's good side, Dave suddenly grabs him, twists his arm and walks out, abandoning
That's
the
crazy.
interview entirely.
But am I wearing a Blur or shite shirt, Dave, of Blur? Dave, am I?
This actually
crazy.
ruined Blur for me. Nardwuar handled himself very well here. I don't know how most people could keep their composure getting bullied like that. And after the interview got more and more backlash, the Blur band started to apologize to Nardwuar, especially the drummer Dave Rowntree, saying in his statement, "There's no excuse for my bullying, and the reason I did it is perhaps nearly as sordid. I became addicted to during the 90s. To be clear, Nardwuar didn't do anything to provoke me. I sent an apology to him the next day, but I didn't hear anything back from him, so I assume he didn't accept it. However, Nardwuar then tweeted on April's Fool's Day, "Thanks to Dave of Blur for this apology, I do appreciate it," which is also ironic because, well, it was on April's Fool's Day, so many fans speculate that he didn't accept the apology. And the next heated Nardwuar interview is with rapper Nas. The interview already started off pretty listless, and rapper Nas seemed pretty bored and uncooperative.
For those, I know, Avontex, like, he might not know, but it's Nas. It's, yeah, you because even I've done that. I've seen names where it's all like, yeah, I would have thought that it was like Nas, but how it's pronounced is Nas. So for anybody wondering, it is Nas. But yeah, it's like, I guess first time seeing it, you might have thought it was Nas, but I ain't gonna get on him about that. I mess up on names too. It's just one of those things that, yeah, we just do as people. I'm like, I don't know. There's been times I've seen people, they've told me their names, and I still mess up on their name. But anyways.
Throughout the interview.
Who are you?
What's up, y'all? This is Nas.
Nas, welcome to Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Appreciate it.
However, the tension between Nardwuar and Nas grew with each question, and at one point Nas complained about the mic being too close to him.
Winding up here, Nas, you have the song called Ether.
Could you not put the mic so close? And what else you got in your trick bag?
And when the well-known Nardwuar outro came at the end of the interview, Nas seemed so stressed that he ended the interview by himself without understanding the running gag.
Rocking in a free world and doot-doot-a-loot-doo.
Peace.
Almost, Nas. Doot-doot-a-loot-doo.
Yo, it's over. Alright, it's over. It's over. Move the mic. Move the mic.
Thank you.
Alright.
Thanks so much, Nas.
I mean, I don't know. I guess, like, if he didn't know, he didn't know. Because that's something where I'm like, if there's a certain way of, like, how the interviews end off, I'm like, please tell me that beforehand. Because, I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm just trying to know. But, yeah, yeah, there are some people in the industry where they're not really... If they don't know you like that, then they are gonna be, kind of weird towards that individual. But anyway,
the similar misunderstanding from Nardwuar's outro happened in another interview with Busta Rhymes.
Well, thanks so much, dear Busta Rhymes. Keep on rocking in a free world and doot-doot-a-loot-doo.
Do what you just said?
Busta Rhymes, doot-doot-a-loot-doo.
Yo, I'ma see y'all. Y'all take care. I can take care of Mr.
Actually,
Nardwuar.
almost there, Busta.
Nardwuar needs a little assistance over there. I think it's...
And the tension got so high at the end that the rapper even started to confront the cameraman to get Nardwuar away from him.
Come on, Busta, doot-doot-a-loot-doo.
Get out of here,
Oh,
man.
just do one more little noise thing and it'll be almost done. Doot-doot-a-loot-doo.
Yo, get him out of here, man. Please.
And the next interview involving singer Henry Rollins would almost end as confrontational as the last. The conflict would first start out with Rollins obviously getting tired of the Nardwuar interview and claiming that Nardwuar only had 2 more questions that he could ask before the interview was over.
You only have like 2 more questions until we're done, so you gotta make it good. So pick the next 2 questions you're gonna do, come up with them, so pick your 2 best shots.
Nardwuar would then state that he would give the singer a list of questions and Rollins could answer 2 of them.
I'll put a whole bunch on the table and you can pick the one you like. It can be like multiple choice, Sir Henry. How about that?
Okay.
Fan gave you the master tapes for Iggy Pop's Raw Power. And I was also wondering if you ever worked out with Rocky Erickson is all. And I'm also wondering what new tattoos you've got, Henry. And I'm also wondering if you get bigger.
And following these questions asked by Nardwuar, the singer would be left in shock by the effort of Nardwuar, and he would state that he respected Nardwuar's energy throughout the interview.
Well, I think you got a lot of energy, and the fact that you put all that together, I gotta respect the effort.
And while this interview had a happy end, the next one involving rapper Pusha T would be seen by many as arguably worse. Just a few minutes before the interview would end, Nardwuar would thank Pusha T for participating in the interview before doing his signature ending, where he freezes in place next to whatever rapper he is interviewing. However, Pusha T wouldn't find this action by Nardwuar to be amusing, as once Nardwuar froze in place, the rapper would respond by dropping Nardwuar's albums on the floor.
Goodbye.
That works.
You can have these.
Wow.
But at least Pusha T stayed for the end of the interview, which cannot be said in the case of Kid Cudi.
Dang, there's some names on this list where I'm like, bro, how are you guys? I don't know, I guess I just wasn't expecting to see the people that I'm seeing, but wow. Like, you see so many positive interviews, and it's like, then you see these, and it's like, dang, bruh. But that is one thing, though, where it's like, it's not Nardwuar that's carrying on and acting a certain way. It's like, it's usually the other people. I guess, like, because I don't really be watching, like, his full-length interviews and stuff. Like, I just see the clips through social media and things. But, yeah, it's like, I mean, if you don't know, it's like, yeah, that's something where I'm all like, just a little bit of communication and let me know, like, okay, how do these interviews go about? Because I'm not trying to end up in a compilation like this, So, yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm like, maybe have, like, a guy on the side with some, like, some signs to let me know what to say and do, so I can just overall know what to do. But if I ain't gonna know what to do, then, yeah, it ain't something where it's like, I don't want to be added into this compilation. But it's like, yeah, I ain't gonna know. So, you know, but I would. But it's like, yeah, there ain't no reason to be negative and stuff. But anyways.
Only 6 minutes of Cudi being at the Nardwuar interview, the rapper would unexpectedly state that he had to leave in the middle of the interview.
1 second. This is, I gotta dip. I gotta, like, leave.
Are you gonna come back? Or?
No, I have another engagement.
Nardwuar would respond by saying that he had only a few more questions, but Cudi would ignore him completely, and even his famous doo-doo outro.
Well, no, Kid Cudi, doo-doo-loo-doo, can I at least say goodbye? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Can you say bye-bye?
Come on, man. Chill out, man.
Please, like, do I...
However,
That's
while
crazy.
the Nardwuar interview involving Kid Cudi may have seemed bad, it is almost incomparable to the Nardwuar interview involving singer Lydia Lunch. Almost immediately after the interview would start, Lydia Lunch could be seen being visibly annoyed with the interview.
Right now you're very hungry, right?
Well, that doesn't matter.
This is the...
I'm hungry for an intelligent conversation, which I've yet to find.
But Nardwuar would try to lighten the mood of the conversation by complimenting one of Lunch's promotional posters. However, to the disappointment of Nardwuar, it would seem that the compliment would only further add to the singer's annoyance, and following just a few more questions by Nardwuar, the singer would get up and attempt to leave the interview.
Lydia, just a few more little quick questions here. Why should people care about this rude hieroglyphics? Lydia, doo-doo-doo-doo. If you want the deal for Music West, doo-doo-doo-doo.
That's crazy. Yeah, you know, I just think that at times it's like, yeah, if a person don't really know the interviewer, then yeah, it's gonna come off as a weird interview and stuff. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, if stuff is explained, then I think, yeah, that's why a person would overall, like, you know, have a better interview. But if things ain't explained, then yeah, I could see why these interviews ended the way it did. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think that, you know, if I ever get interviewed by Nardwuar, it's something where I'm like, yeah, I just, you know, I think even before watching this compilation, it's like, I'm not gonna go into the interview. If there is something that's like making me upset, I would tell him that, where it's like, hey, bruh, it's not you. There's just some things that I'm dealing with, like off, you know, this interview and stuff, where it's just, yeah, it's like my own personal problems. It's not you, all right? But that's just something, though, where it's like with me, is that if I'm mad about something, I don't bring that anger out on other people, you know? So that's something where I think a lot of people need to work on, where it's like, if that was going on in any of these clips, then yeah, it's like, you know, that's something that you guys just got to work on, where it's like, you can't bring your anger out on people that don't deserve it. So if there is something that's making me upset, I will communicate with him and let him know that it's like, hey, bruh, it's not you. I just got some things that's really got me aggravated right now. So sorry if I'm not fully there in the interview and things, but yeah, it's just, you know, it's just some stuff that's making me upset. But if not like that, then it's all like, yeah, I just, whatever it is that is bothering me, I'm like, okay, I'll deal with that, you know, off camera. But for the sake of this interview, I'm like, no, if we gonna do a Nardwuar, we're gonna do a classic interview, we're gonna do an interview that people can talk about, you know. But yeah, you know, you just got some people out there that's a little different. But anyways, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Avantech for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.